It's not Amsterdam, but it's hillside.
It's hillside. This was actually one of my favorite days at BC.
Everyone in this picture has seen me cry.
And we were there through it all together. We were a team.
All together. Hi, I'm Audrey.
And I'm Emma.
And we are the co-leads and curators of the Boston College Instagram.
And today we're gonna take a look back at our 4 years at BC through our own personal Instagram feeds. Okay, this first one is a great place to start. So when Audrey and I first came to BC, it was in the height of the COVID pandemic. So it was the fall of 2020. And although it was definitely a weird freshman year, everyone being in masks and kind of really strict rules, I was super, super grateful to be able to be on campus and like having a college experience.
Oh, game days. This was the red bandana game, which is always the best game of the year.
It's such an amazing
And it was a night game. So much fun.
So good.
That was so electric.
Yeah.
There were fireworks and so
BC
awesome.
is just like the perfect blend of sports school, academics, being really close to a city. They really just all intertwine and mesh so perfectly to become a part of like the culture here. Oh, a very Walsh Christmas. I think sophomore year was like my favorite year.
Sophomore year was the best.
It was like the best year
so
ever.
fun.
Across the hall from us and next to us were some of our really good guy friends. So we spent literally the whole year like just toggling back and forth to all the rooms. So this is from our Secret Santa, and it was right before we left for break, and we like all got together and did the gift exchange, and it was really, really fun.
Oh my gosh, abroad. I was able to go to Milan with some of my best friends and meet some girls who became some of my best friends in the world. That group picture was from a BC retreat with like 20 BC students studying abroad from all over, all met in Amsterdam on one weekend. It was such a eye-opening weekend to come together. Like, you're feeling kind of homesick, you're kind of missing home, and then you get here, and it was with BC professors and BC students, and like having conversations like, where are you studying? What's it like? What's been challenging? What are the politics like? And then we're learning so much right here, but like we're going back to Chestnut Hill. What are we gonna bring with us?
Mm-hmm.
And
that's really cool.
It was so awesome. And again, I knew some people, and there were some people I didn't know at all, and now we're still getting coffee in Hillside. It's not Amsterdam, but it's Hillside.
It's Hillside, so it's pretty good. What was your favorite place you visited abroad?
I think would have to be London.
That's where I was.
Of course.
I loved London so much. It's such a great city. And BC honestly has so many opportunities for students to study abroad, not just during like the fall or spring semester, but also on spring break trips, on summer trips. And there's also work study experiences. I had an internship while I was in London, so there's so many different ways to customize your experience and kind of make it what you want. That's really, really nice. This is Kairos, which is a spiritual reflective retreat here at BC. You basically enter a lottery. So I entered the lottery the first week I came on campus here at BC, and I wasn't called to go on Kairos until the very last possible time, second semester, senior year. So I waited for this like experience, and I was so excited. It met and exceeded every single expectation I could possibly have. You engage in like super deep, meaningful conversations and hear from your peers, and there are conversations that I had with my Kairos small group that I haven't had with a lot of my friends here at BC. And there's something really special to be said about becoming so close with a group of strangers, and now I consider them some of my best friends, and it's definitely been a highlight of my senior year as well as like my entire experience at BC. So I don't have enough good things to say about these people or Kairos in general.
Oh.
Next up, another awesome weekend.
I think this was the best day of my life. Context, this was the best weekend ever because we had Showdown,
Yes.
we had 2 hockey games, and we had a spring football game, and we had great weather, and then we had Marathon Monday. Running the Boston Marathon was something I've always wanted to do my entire life, and then you come to BC and being right on mile 21 of the course, BC just does the marathon different. And I knew it was something I wanted to be a part of. As a freshman running up Heartbreak Hill, I was visualizing it. And so being able to run it as a senior was so special. And being able to run past all my roommates and all my friends who were there just cheering, and the weather was perfect. And I was able to run for Team Dana-Farber, which was such a rewarding experience, and it meant so much to me and my family, and it was already an emotional day, and then to see all my friends at BC, I've never felt a love and I've never felt a gratitude like I did in that moment.
This was actually one of my favorite days at BC, and it wasn't because I ran a marathon.
Hey, this required athleticism.
Yeah, you're right, it did. So Mudstock is this awesome tradition on the official last day of classes, and it is exactly what it sounds like, a mud volleyball tournament. And we actually made it very far in the tournament this year, which was really fun. The mud didn't come out of my clothes, but that's okay. The memories will last forever. And this particular day was actually my birthday, and I had already finished classes the day before, and I spent the entire day outside in the mods with my friends, like grilling out, barbecuing in between our mud volleyball games. And then at night there is Modstock, which is a concert that they put on. So it's next to the mud. You're not in the mud for the concert, obviously, if that wasn't obvious. And then there's an extra special tradition for the seniors. The last day of classes, the seniors go and visit all their old dorms where they used to live. So we all trekked back to Upper to say hi to the girls that were living in my Costco dorm. Our Newton students packed the buses.
It was so funny. I've never been so happy to be on that Newton bus.
The joy from everybody was
Everyone
just
was
like
so joyful.
incredible, and like really special way to reflect on our BC experience and like our lives at BC and home on the Heights. Oh, my partner in crime through everything.
I
the
know,
Instagram
that was
and
cute.
com.
Emma and I both completed our senior honors theses. That was also like such a fun and rewarding and challenging experience, but everyone picked something to research and write about that they were so passionate about.
And completely different. Like
And
there was
completely
no
different.
overlapping topics or anything.
Yeah, and so just seeing, whether it was like 11 p.m. in O'Neill and you're like, okay, I'll bring you a coffee and you'll get me on the next one, or it was like a Wednesday morning brainstorm.
We were there through it all together. We were a team.
Together. And that was our celebration that we just had.
Yeah.
And it was super cool and rewarding to hear everyone talk about their work.
And the idea of the thesis cohort is overall kind of one of my favorite things about BC. Like everyone wants to help everyone.
Totally.
I think this experience just exemplified that for me, because we were all each other's cheerleaders and we were all in it together, and we all kind of pushed each other to the finish line. Marathon.
It was
metaphors here.
It was
Really
a
rewarding.
marathon, not a sprint.
Yeah, it was a marathon, not a sprint, but we did it.
Yeah, everyone in this picture has seen me cry.
And then we got the comm department to approve a Taylor Swift and the music industry 1 credit class. We got to analyze and talk about the new album that launched. It was just a great culminating class to take, and we got to be with our cohort again, which was really nice.
We drafted a syllabus and we got it approved, and we tortured our department to get it up and running.
Oh. BC is just the most special place, and I think that radiates through the content that students and the BC Instagram and us kind of post on a daily basis. There's not a day that goes by where I'm not taking a picture on campus, to be honest, and admiring it.
Being able to look at pictures and remember that moment and just having such a gratitude for it. I feel so lucky to have gone to this school, and I feel so proud to say I'm a Boston College student.
I will always think of Boston College as home for the rest of my life, and that is a really special thing to be feeling as we're heading into graduation.
No.
Yeah, I love you. I love you. #BC360.